You have seen the yachts. You have seen the jets. You have seen the mansions. But that is the life billionaires allow you to see. Behind the carefully curated public image lies a completely different world. A world of obsessive routines, secret networks, hidden strategies, and daily habits so unusual that most people would find them shocking. Today, WealthVault is pulling back the curtain on the real lives of the ultra-wealthy. The parts they never post on social media. The parts that actually keep them rich. These are the secret lives of the ultra-wealthy. What billionaires do that nobody talks about. The number one thing billionaires guard is not their money. It is their mental energy. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt almost every single day. Barack Obama, during his presidency, only wore gray or blue suits. Steve Jobs famously wore his black turtleneck uniform until his final days. This is not laziness or lack of style. It is a deliberate strategy called decision fatigue elimination. Every decision you make, no matter how small, depletes your mental energy. What to wear, what to eat, which route to drive. These micro-decisions add up and drain the cognitive resources needed for high-level thinking. Billionaires eliminate as many small decisions as possible from their day so that every ounce of their mental bandwidth is reserved for decisions that actually matter. Business strategy, investment choices, hiring decisions. While most people waste mental energy on trivial choices, the ultra-wealthy are running on a full tank before the market even opens. Information is currency, and the ultra-wealthy pay extraordinary amounts for information that never reaches the public. Billionaires employ private intelligence firms that monitor geopolitical risks, supply chain vulnerabilities, and emerging market opportunities in real time. They retain networks of expert consultants, former government officials, and industry insiders who provide insights that no news channel or financial report will ever publish. Some of the wealthiest hedge fund managers pay millions annually for satellite imagery of retail parking lots to predict quarterly earnings before they are announced. Others pay for private weather data to anticipate agricultural commodity price movements weeks in advance. Warren Buffett reads 5 to 6 hours of financial reports every single day. Not publicly available summaries, raw data, primary sources. The information that most investors never bother to read. The ultra-wealthy do not make decisions based on what everyone else knows. They make decisions based on what nobody else knows yet. Here's something that will change how you see wealth forever. The ultra-wealthy do not think about earning money and then paying taxes on it. They build structures specifically designed so that technically, on paper, they earn very little taxable income at all. Billionaires live off loans, not salaries. They borrow money against their assets at low interest rates. Borrowed money is not income. It is not taxed. They invest through family offices and complex trust structures that legally minimize tax exposure across generations. They use charitable foundations not just for philanthropy, but as powerful tax management tools that also grow their influence and legacy simultaneously. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. All of them have publicly paid effective tax rates that shocked ordinary citizens when the numbers were revealed. Not because they broke the law, but because they understood it better than anyone else. The wealthy do not avoid the tax system. They architect their entire financial lives around it. For the ultra-wealthy, relationships are not personal. They are strategic assets. Billionaires maintain what researchers call a personal board of directors, a carefully curated inner circle of advisors, mentors, and peers from different industries who provide honest feedback, introduce new opportunities, and challenge their thinking regularly. They attend invitation-only gatherings that never make the news, private forums where the world's most powerful people discuss ideas, opportunities, and strategies behind closed doors. The World Economic Forum at Davos is one of the few that becomes public. Most never do. They also invest heavily in what they call relationship capital, remembering the names of people's children, sending handwritten notes after meetings, following up consistently over years even when there is no immediate transaction to complete. Because in the world of the ultra-wealthy, a single introduction from the right person can be worth more than any stock trade. If you want to understand the ultra-wealthy, study how they treat time. Not hours, minutes. Elon Musk operates his entire day in 5-minute blocks. Every commitment, every meeting, every task assigned a precise slot. There is no such thing as a casual hour in his schedule. Jeff Bezos famously protects his mornings completely. No early meetings. No calls before 10. His first hours are reserved entirely for thinking, reading, and high-priority decisions when his mental energy is at its peak. Warren Buffett's calendar is almost completely empty. By choice. He has said that the most important investment he makes is in his own thinking time. Unscheduled, uninterrupted space to read, reflect, and decide. The average person fills every gap in their schedule. The ultra-wealthy create gaps deliberately because they understand that their best ideas, their most important decisions, and their clearest thinking never happen in back-to-back meetings. They happen in silence. Here is the habit that most people never see. While publicly celebrating their wins, billionaires are privately preparing for everything to collapse. They maintain what insiders call a personal economic bunker. Diversified assets spread across multiple countries, currencies, and asset classes specifically designed to survive any single economic catastrophe. Real estate in multiple countries, gold reserves, offshore accounts in stable jurisdictions, farmland, timber, water rights. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals have invested in literal survival infrastructure. Luxury bunkers in New Zealand and undisclosed locations designed to sustain their families for years in the event of societal collapse. Peter Thiel obtained New Zealand citizenship and purchased significant land there. Multiple Silicon Valley billionaires have followed suit. They call it optionality. The ability to relocate, restructure, and rebuild from anywhere on Earth if the situation demands it. They smile for the cameras, and they plan for the worst behind closed doors. The most consistent habit across virtually every billionaire ever studied is this: they never stop being students. Bill Gates takes 2 dedicated learning vacations every year. 1 week twice a year where he does nothing but read books, research papers, and reports. No meetings, no calls, just learning. He calls them Think Weeks. Ray Dalio, founder of the world's largest hedge fund, has spent decades studying historical economic cycles across centuries of human civilization, not recent history. Centuries. Because he believes patterns repeat and understanding the past is the most reliable guide to anticipating the future. Mark Cuban reads for 3 hours every single morning. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science from textbooks. Warren Buffett has estimated he spent the first 20 years of his career reading 1,000 pages a day. The ultra-wealthy understand something that most people discover too late. Your knowledge is the only asset that nobody can ever take from you, and so they invest in it. Relentlessly. Forever. So there you have it. The secret lives of the ultra-wealthy. The habits, strategies, and mindsets that billionaires practice every single day that never make the headlines. They eliminate unnecessary decisions. They buy information nobody else has. They architect their finances around the tax system. They invest in relationships like stocks. They worship their time. They prepare for catastrophe. And they never stop learning. These are not lucky people. They are deliberate people. And now here's the question I want you to sit with. Which one of these secrets surprised you the most? And which one are you going to apply to your own life starting tomorrow? Drop your answer in the comments below. We read every single one. Subscribe to WealthVault for weekly wealth secrets and billionaire breakdowns. See you in the next one.